in. It's another day here on a lovely Thursday evening. And we're going to keep it going. We're halfway through this thing. We're through the 20, what do I always say, the 2026 MF Alumni FFL Fantasy Draft Pick Choice Tournament. I don't think I've said that much this year yet. I feel like I started every video with that last year, though. Or 2 years ago. Took last year off like a bum. Anyway, here's where we're at. We've got our top four rearing to go: Colin, Rob, Crayon, and Conair. Yesterday, literally last night, we had our 9-0 semis. So congrats to Adam and Jacob for making it through. Adam fell here because of Gibby, which leads into our next match very nicely. We're going to start with Joe and Gibby. Joe got here by losing to Colin in quarters, and Gibby got here by losing to Rob in quarters. So, after beating Adam, who is in the 9th place match, Jacob lost to Crayon, who Crayon then beat me, and Crayon's team looks real good. I thought Jacob's team looked really good as well, but it was just unfortunate they met in pre-quarters. But otherwise, I wouldn't say any of these teams is significantly stronger than the others, except maybe like Crayon and Jacob being a little ahead of everyone. But I don't think that's deterministic. I think the games are just going to play out. We're going to keep getting barn burners and what have you. So that's good. That's kind of random. I think that's a good thing overall. But yeah, let's check out these teams. We're going into right here, this finals match. That's in frame, right? Yeah, Joe and Gibby. Take a look at the teams. Gibby, our reigning champion of the league, therefore the 12 seed for this entire tournament. We've got Jordan Love, we've got Christian McCaffrey, we've got a trio of Devontae Adams, Zay Flowers, and Chris Olave, I believe that is who plays. And at tight end, we have Kyle Pitts. Over on Joe's side, the Patriots, with this is throwbacks week, or throwbacks round, so got the most heinous jerseys coming for us. Good old 90s throwback of Patriots. We've got Joe Burrow slinging the rock. James Cook doing running things. CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Waddle, and Cortland Sutton. That's like the trio. Yeah, that's the trio that ends up. And you might see Travis Hunter play defense as well. That's notable. He is an accomplished cornerback, and the game does allow for it. So look out for number 12 on defense as well. Tight end Darren Waller is the main guy. And yeah, let's get into it. Clear these little graphics out. 12-minute quarters, 15-second rundown. That's the standard. And we'll do a random commentary team. Might be a Thursday Night Football, or whatever their off-brand version of Thursday Night Football branding. That could be that. Let's see. Let's just jump in. But yeah, catch you all on the other side.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Tonight, a good one on Thursday night primetime. It's the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots on Thursday night primetime. 2026 New England Patriots.
Oh, Thursday night primetime. That makes sense. All right. Toodles.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go from Foxborough. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being your quarterback.
13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On first and 10, it's Cook. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. They'll bring Waller in motion here. Once again, it's Cook. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
And the Patriots.
About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an...
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. James Cook. Touchdown, New England. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Lions 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Patriots offense ready to see the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. First down throw there is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
2nd and 10. Burrow to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To James Cook. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. first and 10, here's Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. He's got his man. That's Olave. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
This into the hands of Flowers for the jet sweep. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give him the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down. And when these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Love. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Detroit.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He's inside the 35. And he will go all the way. James Cook, touchdown, Patriots. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Pats will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here comes Tucker. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Go play action with Love. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 30.
So we are through one here on Thursday Night Primetime. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. So, from the 37, here's second and 3. As we are ready to get back underway. Throw! And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Lions first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Brought down by Greg Woodson. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 6. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 40. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now Love. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
I think is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. Love. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is incomplete, but there is a flag. It is back at the line of scrimmage, and this could be a first down.
Still 3rd down.
They'll look to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Lost on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit.
It's 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Love. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Burrow now. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Patriots first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. That's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He'll swing this one out to Cook. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
2nd down, Burrow. This one caught by Waller. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
A run up the middle with Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's going to be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's good.
It's a big hit for the Patriots. 32 yards.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they can be in for a long day.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Foxborough after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Hook is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Patriots will take a 21-7 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Going up top and looking for Flowers. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
4 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Love. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it.
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Lions.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the...
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions draw closer here. It's 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Patriots offense and running back James Cook making their way out. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Burrow. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, New England.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
New England going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Burrow. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. The pass going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's going to let this go. Downfield for Waller. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's good.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our 2nd half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On play action, Love. Moving to his right. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Lowe to throw. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Robert Spillane spills him in.
Brings up second and 7.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7. Pitts is the man in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one incomplete. Good job. Nice work there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Again, it's McCaffrey. Finding room to the 20, and he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown Detroit.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Lions will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll manage to get to the 33. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8. Now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Cook. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
As caught left side by Waddle. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 40.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On first and 10, Burrow. That's to Waddle again. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Burrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Patriots first down. On the handoff, this is Cook. He'll push forward for about a yard. Malcolm Rodriguez in for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Lions' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be third down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, New England.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Pats go up by 7, 28-21.
Lions 21.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. To return is Tucker. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On first and 10, here's Love. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams.
Defense defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll send Flowers in motion. They'll go play action with Love. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's got his man. That's Olave. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Detroit.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second down and 2. To throw is Love. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Lions first down.
Detroit Lions, first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. We'll try again. It's second and 10. On into the fourth quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Love. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Davante Adams. Touchdown, Lions. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A quick toss into the hands of Lamb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. First down, New England.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Burrow gonna do this himself. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 20.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
This one complete to Sutton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Good for a Patriots.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. Back to throw. Burrow. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Darren Waller. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots will go up by 7.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Lions 28.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Detroit.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
2nd and 7. Now Love. And it's left side and caught by Flowers. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Lions 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Milton Williams on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Patriots' 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Love. That one caught by Adams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 4.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Throwing is Love. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Detroit. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now it's 2nd and 1. He'll get this out wide. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, New England.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He's got room at the 30. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a 1st down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screenplays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screenplay.
Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Off the read, here's Burrow. And he will do it himself. He's in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, New The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Pats will go up by 7.
Makes the score Patriots 42, Lions 35.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The RPO, a throw to Flowers. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. The Lions call their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. McCaffrey. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Detroit.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions 1st down. A gain of 14.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They go play action for Burrow. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
At the 43-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. On the zone read, Krosky Merritt. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Burrow. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Patriots will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Lions 35.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return
That was
this
to tie it up for a second,
through the
and I
end zone
realized it was
for
the team that was
touchdown.
ahead. So, instead it was the dagger.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Love. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is hauled in on the right sideline.
He caught the Hail Mary, and it didn't
Inside
matter.
the shot,
Amazing.
a heck of a catch. So it's a win for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a
Those
few more
Patriot jerseys
defensive
sure are
stops than their
something.
opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
congratulations, Joe. Commiserations, Gibby. Let's take a look at how that affects our bracket. That was this game right here. So that is the 5th place game. So that shows Joe moving on to the 5th place game. Gibby dropping into the 7th place match. And then we'll be right back with Andy and Sprite for who will see Joe and who will see Gibby. All right. Talk soon.